Hey everyone, it's Lenny Rao here from lennysnetmarket.com. I'm here today with a very special guest, Mr. Chris Gloss. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Lenny?
I'm doing great, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. For those of you that normally watch me do product reviews, you know it's kind of me in front of the camera like this by myself, or I'm either doing an on-screen product demo. But you always have to adjust with the times, and I think viewers or potential buyers always like seeing the product vendor or getting a chance to connect with the person that's putting the product out there. So I'm trying to change it up for this one, and hopefully this will be something that I continue. But again, very special guest, not only because he's my first official guest, but because he has a really, really cool training course that I think a lot of you in the video marketing space are going to really like. So I'm going to let Chris tell you a little bit about that. But first, I want him to give you just a brief introduction of who he is, a little bit about himself, and then we'll hop back into the product review. So I'll turn it over to you, Chris.
Hey everybody, it's a super pleasure to be here. I'm excited to have this blessed opportunity to get a chance to share with you. Like Lenny said, my name is Chris Gloss. I'm a professional speaker and a consultant, and I'm known as the Possibilitarian because Dr. Norman Vincent Peale once said, no matter how dark things are or appear to be, raise your sights to see the possibilities. Always see them, for they are always there. And that's been the theme of my life and my business, because I always wanted to be in business for myself and make an impact. But one of the areas I struggled with the most was getting attention, getting the attention of my target audience, and being able to grow just like all of the big guys out there, the big guys in the speaking world, the big guys in the consulting industry. So I needed always to figure out a way on how to go ahead and get the attention, to get people looking at me. And when I started to get into video, I had the same struggles, and I believe I figured out a way on how to go ahead and get that attention, and not just get it, but also sustain it. And that's been the theme of my life. So as a professional speaker and consultant, I found a way to be able to get that attention that I've desperately been looking for.
Very nice, very nice. And that's one thing that I think majority of marketers struggle with. Number one, getting the traffic. And then once they have the traffic, once they have their target audience, how do you retain their attention, and how do you keep them engaged, or how do you keep them interested, and kind of separating yourself from other product vendors? So you hit on a very, very key point there. So as you all can see, I have a background behind me. Normally it's just me in my extra room here at the house, and it's a dusty gray or blue wall. But as you can see today, I have my Lenny's Net Market logo behind me, and it looks nice, clean, and professional. I actually learned how to do this from Chris and his training. And so that's what we're going to talk about here shortly. You saw he just changed the background on his, or you'll see it here shortly in a second. But Chris, I want you to briefly tell us about your training course that's coming out. You're doing a soft launch coming out on Friday, and this course is called Easy Live Stream Training. I want you to tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, many people are familiar with green screen. I mean, utilizing green screen is absolutely nothing new in the industry. But however, it's still not new, but being able to utilize green screen while going live has been a challenge for many people. I mean, the big guys use it all the time, but us on our level, we probably never figure out on how to begin to utilize green screen so that we can have the same authority and credibility just like the big guys. And some of that software, oh my God, if you think about one of the top softwares out there, I won't say the name, but just the initials, WC, it costs about $500. So right. What I've been able to do in this course is to show people, businesses just like you and I, how to utilize a free software. Let me say that again. How to utilize a free software and get the same effect as the top marketers, as the top people in many industries, to be able to get more attention utilizing the power of green screen while going live. Now that's an important distinction. While going live, being able to change your background, connect with your audience, and gain that attention and get more engagement.
So Chris, you're telling me if I wanted to be on the moon, I could be on the moon?
Hey, just like you are now, right? You could be on the moon, you could be on a beach, you could be drinking, you have umbrella drinks, you can even have pictures of food behind you. Hey, and matter of fact, Lenny, if there are any real estate agents out there, if you're selling a home, you can have pictures of that home right behind you while you're talking to your audience. I mean, how cool is that?
Hey, I tell you, I was telling Chris this before we went live recording. Honestly, the first time I talked to Chris via Zoom, this was about a week ago, and he was first telling me about the product. He was saying you could use this for Facebook live streaming. And my first thing I said to him, I said, I know Facebook live streaming is hot right now, but to be honest, I've never done a Facebook live stream. So, you know, I'm interested in learning more about the product, but you know, how can this really benefit me? And he said something that he knew would really suck me in, knowing that I'm really into YouTube marketing. He said, hey, this is not just for Facebook live streaming. You could do this for YouTube live streaming. If you're a video gamer and you like to stream yourself playing video games, he says, I'm giving you the training that shows you how to manipulate your background and how to make your videos look professional. How you choose to use that is completely up to you. And you hit on a very good point. You hit on a very good point. If you're a real estate agent, this is ideal for you because you can talk about any property that you're selling. If you're an affiliate marketer, you can have the product that you're promoting. And later in this interview, I'm going to have Chris show you how you can add lower thirds, where you can have yourself in front of the camera with the product vendor's product in the background, similar to this. And I could have a link that says, hey, if you're interested in this product, then here's the link below. And all the work is absolutely done for you.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool too? It's so many industries that could benefit. So I know I'm talking to some really great internet marketers. If you know anyone that's a minister or salesperson, I mean, think about that. There's a lot of people that have ministries that they run out of their home or they're in a storefront. You can give them a world-class way to present themselves globally. They can do this. You don't even need a lot of space. And I know we're going to get into some more details later, but this is super exciting that you can take someone that's having a ministry, run out of their garage, and they can go ahead and utilize a small place with green screen techniques and be able to show themselves as a credible place, as a credible ministry while they're growing to the numbers that they want to grow to.
That is, that's very, very powerful. And I told you the other night I was up till literally about 3 a.m. This is so new. This is something that I think has been missing from my business for quite a long time. But
hey, did it feel like Christmas? Didn't it feel like Christmas morning when you're learning something new and energized?
It really does. Like my wife literally had to come out and say, hey, you should go to bed because it's getting pretty late. And I honestly felt like I was in a, you know how if you gamble, you go to the casino, you just lose track of time because you're sucked in on all the bells and whistles and everything around you.
Right.
And, I was just having a ball. So let me ask you this, Chris. What would you say to that person? Let's say I don't have a business. I'm kind of new to internet marketing. How could I use this? Or maybe I'm not comfortable being in front of the camera. Are there any other options to where I could still get the benefit of green screen or being able to manipulate my background, even if I don't want to be in front of the camera?
Absolutely. There's so many things. It's such a diverse product. But one of the things that you always want to consider, you don't have to like being in front of the camera. There's some things that we have and as a part of the course where you can absolutely use templates where you don't have to be displayed as much. You can put yourself in a small section of your broadcast and let your template do the work. I mean, it's a phenomenal thing. It's a phenomenal thing. And once you see it, you will really see the power of it, where you can still communicate your message to your target audience without you being central. So right now, you see how Lenny and I are dominating the screen. Well, that doesn't have to be so. Inside the course, what we'll teach you is how to take this free software tool to the next level and put yourself in just a small portion of the viewing screen and have your PowerPoint slides, have different pictures, videos, images, do all the hard work and heavy lifting for you to communicate that message so that you can gain attention, you can get engagement, have them take action by investing in your products and services. So it's really good, and it's a good time for this product to come out.
Perfect time, and especially as you all know, video is huge right now. If you haven't started to move your marketing efforts towards video, you're really missing out. I'm really big into video. I know Chris is really big into video. If you haven't started Facebook live streaming, if you haven't experienced or experimented with YouTube live streaming, now is the time, and it doesn't matter your experience level. Chris, I want you to tell me how easy, or give me the time duration. How long does it take to get through the course? Once I get through the course, what am I going to need to get me started in terms of cost? Because I know that's going to be a a question that a lot of people ask in terms of equipment. Okay, I know obviously I probably need a green screen. Do I have to buy a camera? Can I use my computer's camera? What are my options when it comes to getting set up?
Hey, that's a fantastic question, because here's the deal. I know how it is at the end of the month to have more month than money. I know what it's like to open up the refrigerator and see the back of the refrigerator looking at me. I know how that feels, so I know what it's like to be on a budget. So inside the course, the good thing is I share with you the basic equipment that you need to get started, just the basic setup. But not only that, there's some bonus footage on what you can do if you're really on a tight budget. What kind of setup would you need, right? So at the end of the day, some of the basics that we go over inside of the course is you're going to need a green screen, but there's a variation of different types of green screen. You can probably go to Walmart, get a giant green cloth to reduce your budget. But of course, just keep in mind, the more you can invest, and it doesn't have to be a lot of money, but the more that you can invest, you're improving the quality each time. Right. But you know what? Here's something that I learned from my mentor years ago. You got to start where you are. Right. Start where you are. Go to Walmart, get the green screen, and I'll share. And inside the course, you'll learn all the other tips and tricks I give you, where you can have a very small budget and at the same time have a great presentation, and then upgrade as you continue to get customers and sales. You can take your business to the next level.
Very, very well said. And one thing that used to really, really bother me, I couldn't figure out how people were doing this this effect, the white background effect. I could never figure it out, and I always wanted to just, my next product launch or whatever it is, have myself in front of the camera, demoing a product or talking to something. I mean, there are endless possibilities with this. I think you saw I had my two-rank explosion and affiliate takeover. So let's say I was doing a promotion for this course, for my course two-rank explosion. I would have it in the background. Again, I'd have my lower third, which would show my website where you could check out the review. I could have a rolling ticker that had, information that continued to rotate. I mean, there are just so many possibilities. You can put a GIF or an image that has motion in the background, which, Chris, when you go to your Facebook page, do you mind showing that image? Not right now, but whenever we switch over, showing the animation in the background. Just so many possibilities and things you can do with this. So even if you're new and you're not as comfortable being in front of the camera, if you're going to be an affiliate marketer, you're going to be a video marketer, you might as well get comfortable being uncomfortable until everything is, something that you're used to doing, and then kind of go from there.
I love that. Hey, Lenny, and guess what? Also, in everything that Lenny was just sharing, let me share another powerful nugget based on what he just shared with you. Here's something to always remember about how our mind works. Our subconscious mind accepts what it sees as fact. So when it comes to your credibility and authority in the marketplace, if you want to bump up, if you want to 3x, 5x, or 10x your authority and credibility in the marketplace, just think about what you have behind you in the green screen. For example, let's say I have this as my background inside of my live broadcast. People have said inside of the chat room, inside of the comments, and I have people call me and share with me, said, hey, my sister said that your house is beautiful. You have a beautiful house. But because she saw this and accepted it as fact. So here's my question to you, right? Looking at this image right now, what does it say about Chris Gloss? You're looking at this image. You're saying, well, based on Chris's house, he has some money, right? He has credibility, he has some authority. But just because of what you see, because of what your mind is telling you based on what you see. So by everything Lenny just said, all the different ways that he just shared on how you can utilize this product, your image behind you says something great about you before you even open your mouth. Now, how powerful is that?
Absolutely. Very, very well said. So, again, one thing we didn't touch on, and I'll move on to pricing and all that kind of stuff here shortly. But one thing I didn't touch on, just imagine if you had a client that you could produce high quality videos for. So, for example, if you had a client that had a business, you could literally set them up, tell them what they need to purchase in terms of webcam or a green screen, and then you could adjust the videos for them. Obviously, they aren't going to have all the training and knowledge that you have. So you can create high quality videos for your clients with this. I mean, the possibilities, again, are just endless. So You know, if you're intimidated, I understand. Believe it or not, people say, you know, I always look so comfortable in front of the camera, but you'd be surprised how long it took me to get comfortable. But it was just me being consistent and being in front of the camera before, you know, I felt comfortable just hopping in front of the camera and doing this. So, hey, don't be intimidated.
You know, and the backgrounds will also give you some energy and confidence. I mean, you know what? It's tough when you see all these big marketers out here. And now you're going to see Lenny out there with these amazing backgrounds getting all this attention. You're going to say, hey, I want to be like Lenny, but I live in this small studio apartment. My walls are horrible. I don't want them to see the cracks in the wall. I don't want them to see that I need the paint and all that. Well, guess what? You can go ahead and increase your confidence, because by utilizing this product, you will have a background that will cause people to think of you and the services and products that you're offering as something that is highly valuable, right? Because now your confidence is going to begin to grow. And as it grows, you're going to be able to connect with people more and connect with your target audience more. And the more you hang out with Lenny. So here's the powerful thing. With this training, I'm teaching you how to get the attention, how to get the engagement, and you combine that with all of the products that Lenny has, and you're talking about sustainability and momentum that will never end. I mean, this is just a great place, and I'm super excited. I got goosebumps when I started talking about Lenny's product. I got excited about this.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, so you're going on. You're launching on Friday. That's the June 9th. What time is the course going on sale?
12 a.m. 12:01. 12:01.
12:01 a.m. So, you know, as soon as June 9th rolls around, it'll be on sale. Can you tell everyone what the price is for the front end, if you have any upsells, and what they can get, you know, with each part of that package?
Absolutely. So the retail price is $97. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the internet marketing world, I know you know the routine. We say one price, and then once the launch is over, it's still the same price. No, it's $97, but there's a special price because of a group I'm a part of where we reduced the price to $47 for the launch. Trust me on this. The launch is going to be for about 5 days. So on that 5th day, the price will go back up to $97. I'm going to be one of those marketers where I'm going to stay true to that price. So after those 5 days are up, the price goes back to $97. So here's what you get with that special of $47. We have 2 bonus items, and I'll show you in a second. I'll go ahead and pull up the sales page, and I'll show you the powerful bonus items that you can use on Facebook to gain even more attention. And those are using timers on Facebook. So you get that bonus, which is, I believe, a $97 bonus, and then you get another $67 bonus, being able to get just like the images that we're using and we're playing with, high quality, royalty-free images. And some of these resources you probably have never seen before. So because that's going to be really good for you, because you don't have to worry about getting images everybody else has. And on top of that, because of your relationship with Lenny, because you know him, I am going to throw in some additional templates just for those who go ahead and invest in themselves to take their business to the next level, invest in themselves to increase their credibility and authority. You invest in yourself through Lenny. I am going to throw in some templates where if you don't want to have your face dominating the screen with these templates, you'll be in a small corner and be able to utilize your PowerPoint slides or use images to dominate, but you'll still have a great connection and communication with your target audience. So that's going to be thrown in as well, just for you, because you are part of Lenny's organization. So it'll only be $47 to take full advantage of it, and you're going to get probably close to $200-300 in bonuses right along with it. If Lenny offers anything else, that's going to be even better.
That's a perfect segue, because I will have my own special bonuses. But again, I want to really thank you for doing that. Just for the folks that are kind of in my circle or that kind of subscribe or follow me, I really appreciate that. Because another thing Chris didn't tell you is this is a what we call a soft launch. This is not the full-on JV Zoo big launch. This is he's offering his product or making it available to a small group of folks right now. So you really want to take advantage of this period and get in on the launch phase. Like he said, the first 5 days, This is not me trying to get you to, me trying to put scarcity in front of you. This is serious. Chris means what he says when he says he's going to increase the price. So if you're thinking about, kind of breaking your regular routine and branching out and starting to establish yourself as an authority in this business, you really need to have professional looking backgrounds, videos, intros, outros, and this is going to enable you and give you the training that you need to get that going. And I could not be more excited myself. One thing I really want to say before I turn it back over to Chris so he can show you some examples on his Facebook pages of other things that he's done. I want you to know, I personally went through this training like I do every other product that I review. I took my time and I went through every single video in the training. What I want you to be assured of is you can be up and running. Once you have your equipment, you can be up and running in a few hours based off the training. I went through the training. It's very, very straightforward. Chris does a great job of going through the videos, and these are short videos. They range anywhere from maybe 2 to 7 minutes in most cases. And the information is very, very easily digestible. I literally set I told Chris, I had my lights, my camera, I had all my equipment. I've had it for 2 months now. I still had wrinkles in my green screen where I didn't even open my equipment because I just didn't, I literally did not know how to set it up. I took this training, and within a couple hours, I had my entire setup, and I had a screen behind me, and I was smiling from ear to ear. So this is really easy to set up once you get your equipment.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's so good when you have someone like Lenny who has went through the product. Right. So this is not a hype session at all. This is not a hype session at all. And it was important for me for him to go through the process because he's representing you. And you know what? This guy cares about you because he said, hey, before we do anything, let me go ahead through the course and let me kick the tires around. So This is the result. We are shooting a video because he kicked the tires. He went through and wanted to make sure that you were taken care of and that you would get something that can help you out without any smoke or any mirrors.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. So so I don't think we talked about the price. What is the price for the front end? Talk about the price for the OTOs, and then we'll go to your Facebook page and look at some of the stuff that you've done already.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, so the price is $47. That's the special discounted price already. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let that discounted price go for it with you guys as well. So it's only going to be $47. All of the bonuses are included. The first offer that we have above just a basic service is we have a monthly template club. So like we talked about, if you don't want yourself to be seen on camera, you don't want to dominate the screen rather, then we have monthly template club where you get templates each and every month that you can use. These are high quality templates, and I have a special video that shows you. It's an additional training that's $197 at no cost to you whatsoever to show you how to use those templates and some best practices, right? But not only that, along with the monthly template club, you also get those timers that I talked about where in Facebook, you can let your audience know, hey, I'm about to go live in an hour. I'm about to go live in 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. And these templates are high quality. These timers are high quality, so you don't have to worry about people not being able to see that you're about to go live. It's all included, and that's only $17 a month. Nice. Let me tell you, that's less than the coffee that you're going to be drinking on a monthly basis to take your business to the next level. Right. And the last big offer that we have is the done for you package, because here's what I know. I recognize some people aren't techie and they saying, you know what, Chris, I don't want to go ahead and do all this stuff on my own. I would just rather have somebody come and do this stuff with me. I want somebody to do this with me, right? So this special right here is where what we can do is two things. This weekend, somebody hired me to go to their house and help set up everything. So this was amazing, right? So we went to their house, we set up the cameras, we did everything for them. And then they were able to start streaming and going live afterwards. Or the second option is we'll get on a Zoom just like we're on now. We're utilizing Zoom, and what we will do is I will go ahead and guide you through all of the setup. You don't have to watch any videos whatsoever. I'll guide through and make sure everything's set up, turn the camera, let me see what your room look like, and I'll guide you through that process, where to put that light, where to put your system at. I'll walk you through the whole thing, and we'll have a great partnership just so that you can have the success that you hunger and thirst for. And that's the top package as well. And that's only $495. And that's only for 15 slots. After 15 people, that's it, because I won't have the time to make sure everybody is taken care of the correct way and be able to provide that level of support. So we slotted 15 and 15 only for that done for you special, and the done with you special, that's negotiable. We have to see what we're working with, what part of the country, or if you're international, we'll look at those different things as well.
No, that sounds perfect, Chris. You put together a great package, and again, I couldn't be more excited to this is just the beginning for me. So I can't wait to continue to use this. So right before we wrap up, I do want you to show a couple of examples, maybe just kind of run through something with the lower third or some other things that just so the viewers can see, and then I'll let you go, and we'll kind of go from there.
Fantastic. So the first thing I want to do, let's go ahead and share the screen.
Okay.
And I just want to walk through really briefly the sales page, because I want you to see what those bonus timers look like.
Sure. And
those things look really, really good. So as I scroll through the sales page, you can see the early bird pricing is set. And this is the countdown to the launch date that will reset once the launch happens. And once that is set for 5 days, that's it. Then the price goes back up to $97. So the $47 special, as you see there, that's going to be available for that short time period. We have a great video here that walks through everything about the benefits of coming on board and taking this course. We have some wonderful testimonies by some internet marketers as well, and some everyday people that you'll be able to click on when you come to this sales page. A little bit about myself. And we also have some more testimonies. And these testimonies are people that went through and kicked the tires. They're not paid. These are real people. Because I wanted you to get the truth. And then also on the page, we have each module and what you're going to learn. But here's where I wanted to get to. I wanted you to see this right here. This is the first bonus, $67 value, custom going live video alert package. So I want to click play just so you can see what it looks like. And imagine this on your Facebook page. Check that out. Look at the movement. You will get someone's attention. They see all this busyness on that screen. They are going to jump on board and say, hey, you know what? Lenny's going live in an hour. I got to schedule this, right? Because you caught their attention. Remember, we're always going back to getting their eyeballs to look at you. So that's the first bonus. The second bonus is a $37 value, and that's 64 rare sources for copyright-free images and videos. So if you're struggling, say, well, I don't know where to find, I don't have a lot of money to pay for all these images that I'm going to show behind me on this green screen. Well, guess what? I did the homework for you. I found a bunch of places you could go get these free videos, and also not just free videos, but free images. And there are some other free stuff in there. So it's really good, because what I want you to do is I don't want you to have to spend all of your money trying to grow your business. I want you to grow it so that you can increase your visibility online. So with this complete package, let me tell you, it's more than worth it. And also to mention, I will still give you those templates that we talked about just because you're investing in yourself through Lenny. So Lenny, share with me, what do you think about those bonuses, and think about what we're offering as I go ahead and stop sharing, and then I'll share again when I get to the Facebook page.
I think your bonuses are fantastic, because what you didn't mention is once you have those images, not only can you use them for backgrounds in your videos, you can use them on your Web 2.0 pages, your personal websites. These images can be used for whatever you need, and you and I both know no matter what you're doing online, you always need images. You need high quality images. Let me say that, high quality images that again are going to help you stand out from your competitor. One thing I always like to say in both of my courses, I say this quite a bit. Why you? Why do you deserve to be ranked on the first page of Google? Why do you deserve to have that subscriber? Why do you deserve to have that person purchase something through your affiliate link? And the answer is you have to stand out. What are you doing different that makes you any better than that marketer sitting to the left or to the right of you? And in most cases, it's the person that has better branding. It's the person that has better videos, better editing that makes themselves stand out. And that's what it's really all about. Absolutely. And I agree with that, right? Because you want to stand out amongst the crowd, and especially in our world, in the internet marketing world, it's a lot of noise. You got to stand out. And you're not going to stand out by being like everyone else. You got to be unique. You got to separate yourself from the crowd
And just think, when somebody's scrolling through their Facebook page, what's going to make them stop? What's going to make them pause? When they see you doing something different from everybody else, they're going to really take a look at you, and you're going to get their attention, and then you're going to hold it, and then you're going to sustain it with the additional things that Lenny have to take your business to the next level. So here in this picture right here, this is an image of what it looks like on Facebook on someone's phone. So when someone's on their phone, imagine this. This is you with your high quality background, Greens, utilizing the training that I share with you. This is your background on someone's phone. Look how powerful that is.
It's very, very professional.
Right, very professional, right? You don't have just a painted wall behind you. You don't have a broken refrigerator behind you, a chair, or some spilled cereal or milk or something, all that crazy stuff that we've seen watching people videos, right?
Right.
So here's the deal. High quality background. It says something about you. Your listener's mind, your viewer's mind is already turning like, hey, man, this is fantastic. And you're able to go live with confidence, right? So that's one of them. So now I want to share one more area with you. Is actually a video that I did this week, earlier this week, well, a couple of days ago, when I went live. So as you can see, this is a very clean, professional image. So what we're using right now, even on this interview, is Zoom. Take a look at the high quality that you have with the training that I shared, right? So it looks professional, it looks clean, and once I get your attention, I can keep it. And as a bonus, one of the things that I will also do is I'm going to create at next month, I will create the video on how to do the what you see at the bottom of the video, the text scroll. And I created a way with the text scroll to have an image pop up at the end where it's showing your product. So whatever products that you're pushing and you're selling, let me tell you, this is really good. It will pop up right underneath you, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to click anything. It will be shown throughout the entire video. Just keep reminding people. And just because you're coming through Lenny, I will send Lenny that training so that he can send it out to you. This will be after the launch. Don't beat them up until after the launch, because that's when I'm going to create it, and I'm going to gift it to him so that he can gift it to you guys for taking immediate action. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great, Chris, and I really appreciate you doing that. One thing I really like about what you just said is the fact that, you know, when I do traditional reviews via YouTube, you can add cards and you can add things that are clickable to get the person to go from watching your review video to a sales page or to a website review. But at the same time, you know, they lose sight of things because it's just not the same as doing a live stream where you have the product image in front of them constantly. They can see you. They can have those links that are available, whether it's in the sidebar through the Facebook page or whatever else. Everything that you need or that you want to promote is right there in the same area, and they can look at it at the same time. And it doesn't get more powerful than that.
Right. And you think about also, because if you're live, you're seeing the comments. So if someone makes a comment, I would love to have that. You're able to take immediate action. You're able to share a link with them right there. You're able to share information. Like they say, strike when the iron is hot, baby. Right. You can strike then instead of like it's a replay and it's a delayed comment. You might not get to the comment for a couple of days and lose that sale. When you're live streaming, you can go ahead and strike while the iron is hot and get that sale now when they are ready to buy. And that's very important. Spot on.
Yep. Well, Chris, I really enjoyed this interview, man. Obviously, like I said, this is my first one, so I feel like it went pretty well. So I know I kind of used you as the guinea pig, but I'm glad that you were able to come on and tell us more about your training and everything. So again, everyone, like Chris said, this is going to be a 5-day launch. It's going to go on sale on Friday, the 9th, June 9th. As soon as 12:01 a.m. hits, that buy button will be live. This course is very easy to understand. About how many videos would you say it is, Chris, in the course to get through?
I believe it's 9 modules, but I added some bonus modules, some additional best practices, some additional bonus items. Every time I think of ways to support the community, I add some bonus items. But as far as you getting through the course, there's 7 courses that you need to go through. And like Lenny mentioned, we're talking about probably from 3.5 to 5 minute videos, which takes your hand. We go step by step. So when you look at a module, by the time you finish that module, those settings in your computer will be set and ready to go. So when you finish with those 7 modules, all you be ready to do is click that live button and you're going live, because I'll take you through step by step and hold your hand throughout the entire process.
Perfect. And then the last thing, you have a Facebook support group, or how would somebody, if I'm new and I wanted to get in contact with you, I'm having a hard time, is there a customer support email? Is there a Facebook group? How can I get the support that I need to make me feel comfortable if I'm brand new using this training?
Right. So that's a great question. So I don't even want you to leave the membership site. So inside of the membership site, we have a place where you can go ahead and submit comments. You can submit an email directly to support. And also you'll be a part of our special VIP membership, location on Facebook, so you'll have access to be a part of there. But all you have to do is email support or put a comment inside the section, and someone will be in contact with you really quickly. Our goal is to make your experience so seamless that you shouldn't have any issues, because we've thought of a lot of things ahead of time. But if you have an issue, just simply reach out and we will get right back to you and resolve that issue so that you can get online and do the thing that you're supposed to be doing, is converting customers into clients.
Absolutely. That sounds great. Well, I really appreciate having you on the show. Again, everyone, Chris is offering special bonuses. He's put together a very nice package for you. And so if you're tuning in, I highly recommend that you hop on this. I have it. I've gone through the training. In addition to having Chris's support and being a part of his group, you always know that you can come to me if you have questions, and I'm happy to support as well. But it's been fun, Chris, and I really appreciate you being my guinea pig here on the first interview that I've done with a product vendor, and I look forward to doing many more and having you back on the show on your next product launch.
Hey, thank you. It was an honor and privilege, champion, an honor and a privilege.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one.